Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. It's the Red Zone Fantasy Premier League. So guys, double game week 24 has come and gone, and we did really smashed it. We got 156 points. I had Mo Salah on the triple captain, and boy did he deliver. Yes, he did. And the new rank for the team, we are up to 10,000 now in the world. My aim when I started this channel was to finish in the top 50k, and right now I find myself in the top 10,000 in the world. Super proud of that. That's an achievement. White carded in game week 19, and it's been up from then onwards. So now look to finish in and around this space, 10,000, maybe around 20k and above, hopefully, because it's still a tricky and very long season to go. So guys, back to the points review. I go to 156 points, 87 points from my captain Mohamed Salah. He absolutely smashed it. He got 2 goals in the first leg of the double game week, and he got a goal and an assist in the second leg of the double game week. Super proud. Yes, and I think the winning chip was triple captain in my opinion, because the assistant manager chip did come true for some people. And guess who won? I think it was David Moyes who won. David Moyes scored more points than Arne Slot, in my opinion, because Everton is the more lower ranked team, and they got a draw against the higher ranked team in Liverpool. So I think that must have boosted points for Moyes owners. Same goes for Arne Slot's owners. They did get decent points, but not getting a win against Everton is as disappointing as you can imagine. So well guys, 156 points, new rank 10,000 in the world. Pickford with an assist point. My goalkeeper did get an assist point in the first leg of the double game week against Leicester. Super proud of that. I'm happy at least they got a clean sheet point. That was extra points that I didn't expect. 4 points for the goalkeeper. I knew he wasn't gonna get a clean sheet against Liverpool. I didn't know what to expect, but I'm glad they got a draw, and it's not that poor of return points. So pretty decent in my opinion. 10 points from the keeper. Trent Alexander-Arnold quite disappointed. He got injured after the first leg of match. He played 69 minutes. Luckily, we did get clean sheet points from there, but no returns in the double game. So disappointing, but well, we'll deal with that. And at least he's not flagged, because we are looking to hold him in the team and not take him out for now. Mikolenko, decent results in my opinion as well. 1 clean sheet point. I'm just glad the Everton defenders that I invested in didn't disappoint, because I took a risk going for triple Everton for the double game week. I know that, and I'm glad it paid off. And maybe that's why we are sitting on 10k in the world right now. Daniel Munoz with an assist and a clean sheet point. Brilliant player to own, guys. Finally, he gets another return. Well, that should be his third return, second return in 3 games, I think. So brilliant addition. He's been getting clean sheet points as well. So guys, and he still got good run of games, unless for the blank in 29. But after then, they've got Southampton, Brighton, like a good run of games, like I mentioned. Pretty decent player to own, Munoz, I would say. Moving on, Mbumo, most disappointing player for the game week. He blanked. I brought him in for his fixture against Tottenham, expecting a return, but he blanked. But guys, the reason he's in this team is for this run of games. He's got West Ham, Leicester, Everton, and Aston Villa. That's why he stays in the team. So if you don't have an Mbumo, you could transfer him into your team. He's a long-term hold, in my opinion. Palmer got a return and assist point, thankfully. Jacob Murphy with a goal. I didn't expect that against Fulham, but he happened to be the only Newcastle attacking player to return points last game week. I already talked about Mo Salah. Cody Gakpo, very disappointed in this guy for the double game week. I expected more. He didn't even get a goal. That assist he got in the game against Bournemouth was actually from winning a penalty for one of Salah's goals. And he got to play 69 minutes thereabouts in the 2 games, both Bournemouth and away to Everton. I think it was a very bad pick for a double game week. I expected more. I wanted a goal, points. I wanted a haul, maybe a 14, 16 point like he did in the game against Ipswich. But at least I'm glad I've owned him for 3 game weeks and he delivered twice and only one blank, which was the last game against Everton, guys. So, well, pretty decent player to own, in my opinion. And then this man, what a player, Iliman Ndiaye. He got a goal in the first game. He got injured in the second game against Liverpool. Who knows? Maybe he would have been the one to get that better goal, or if he was in the right position, or he could be the one to score that Tarkowski goal, because he was really fired up for the derby match. I'm a Liverpool fan, so I could really tell this man wanted to make something happen yesterday. He went out injured, sad for us as FPL managers, but decent for me as a Liverpool fan, because he's a dangerous player. I can tell you for sure that he's a dangerous player. And I was happy to hold him in my team for the next 2 3 game weeks, maybe four, up to Wolves. But with him being injured, I might be forced to make a transfer on him out of my team. And guys, and the biggest shock is on the bench. Anthony Elanga delivering a hat trick of assist points, and I didn't even get any of that in my team points. He was on the bench. I just didn't expect Nottingham Forest to do that well against Brighton, because Brighton is a good team. But unfortunately, for us managers, they won 7-0. If you don't have Chris Wood, you lost out on his hat trick points. I lost out on Elanga's hat trick points. But that's it. We won't dwell on that. We all know Forest are quite this unpredictable team all season long. And Robinson with an assist also on the bench. So that's it for my team points recap video for double game week 24. Now we'll be moving on to double game week 25 for my team plans, my player to target, and if I would be activating a cheap strategy. So I'll be right back, guys, for one more moment. Hi, welcome to this segment. So this will be my game week 25 transfer plan targets, and if I'll be activating the chip. This is the part of the video where you're going to find out. So guys, if you're enjoying the video, if you like just give us a like, do give us a follow, please subscribe to the channel. I'm happy to keep doing this and giving you something different from what the experts will tell you, because I'm just like you. So anyway, guys, for game week 25, the teams doubling are Liverpool and Aston Villa, and I'm just gonna let you know what my plans are, regarding this game. Firstly, this is the game this was look like. First game will be Chelsea against Brighton. That will be on Friday. I'm recording this Thursday night, so in just over 24 hours, this game should be holding. Then we have Leicester, Arsenal, Ipswich, Aston Villa. And yep, Ipswich Aston Villa, that'll be their first leg for Aston Villa. And Liverpool should be playing Wolves. And then there will be the second leg all the way on Wednesday at 7:30 between Liverpool and Villa. So what does this mean? Like, I'm a guy that I typically like, going all in for a double game week player. But guys, my opinion this game week will be to completely ignore it. You really do not have to own triple Villa. A lot of us are already stacked up on Liverpool players, which is just good for us. I was actually praying that Liverpool make it through the round of the Carabao Cup, just so that they are able to have this double game week 25, because I had no way of trying to own Villa players and trying to own Tottenham players if Tottenham had made it through. So guys, super happy it's Liverpool. And I'm going to add that I'm really not forced about bringing in Villa players into my team. It doesn't have to happen. It's something we do not have to take the risk of doing so. Unless you do have a plan to expend another of your chip in the blank game with 29. But I will tell you, there is a bigger blank in the front. So save your free hits. You would want to, like, you do some transfers, maneuver your team to try and own these Villa players. In my last video, I did mention you could take a -4, you could do a -8 just to bring in a Villa player. But at the same time, it's totally not worth it if you are stacked up on the triple Liverpool, I would say, which a lot of us are. I would say you just move on with your team and play the people you've got. Do 1 or 2 transfers, take a -4, but that's the most I would do for this double game week. It's a very small double game week where we have to aim to bring in Villa players. and I wouldn't look to take too much risk or do too much just to own a Villa player. So guys, this is what my team looks like for double game week 25. I've got Ishak still in the team holding his place. Cody Gakpo for his double game week against Wolves and Aston Villa. Still in the team. Hopefully he delivers more points than he did in double game week 24. I'm keeping Jacob Murphy in the team. Same for Ishak, the two Newcastle guys. I know I said I was going to get rid of my Newcastle players because of their fixture, except for Ishak indeed, because he's quite fixture proof right now, like an Erling Haaland Salah like. So I'm gonna keep this man, but I know I said I was gonna get rid of them because they got like wicked fixtures in the next 3 games, and we don't know exactly how well they will do. But I'm positive Ishak should get us points in these games. I mean, there's not many forwards in the Premier League. I mean, even in Europe, that's banging in points and goals as much as Ishak is right now. He's quite reliable, so I'll be holding on to him. At the same time, got Anthony Elanga. I mean, if there's anyone that's really gonna go out this game week, it was supposed to be Anthony Elanga, but because his fixtures to turn out for the worst, like it's really ugly for Nottingham Forest, but we know they are a team capable of doing the opposite in these games. But I'm not just gonna put my eggs in that basket, hoping for something positive to happen. It's quite risky. At the same time, guys, the only headache for transfer that we might have to make this game week is for Iliman Ndiaye. He could drop him in value anytime now. And obviously, a lot of managers are kicking him out of their team right now because of that injury news. But I'm just waiting to see if something positive comes up between now and tomorrow morning, Friday morning, before the deadline. And I might just do a sideways swap, go out for another striker whom I will be revealing in this video. A lot of people are not talking about him. A lot of experts have not really said anything about him. And then I'll also reveal what cheap strategy I'm looking to play this game week if I do activate one. So guys, for the transfer, I'm thinking to do an easy one. I would do Ndiaye to maybe a CUNHA. So that's the player I am really talking about, guys. A lot of managers are not totally talking about CUNHA. I do not know why. I don't know why. But I think Wolves games are just brilliant. They are just brilliant. So let's say I do an Ndiaye for CUNHA. I mean, I know he's blanked in a couple of games. CUNHA has blanked in a couple of games, but when CUNHA does get going, he gets going. He could give you points for 3-4 game weeks straight, depending the fixture. Like, yes, Wolves have dropped form certain time in the season and then they've picked form. Right now, what I've seen in that team, I think they're picking form again, and CUNHA is an absolute bargain. You can take a punt on him. This is just for those of us that want to go a bit differential. I mean, I know everyone's talking about Brentford, Bournemouth player. I do fancy Wissa. I do fancy even Mateta, but with these fixtures in front of CUNHA, I think I'd rather go in early, especially having the injury to Ndiaye like I already have right now. So I think it is a brilliant sideways swap. I do Ndiaye for CUNHA. And then after the Liverpool game, CUNHA has got matches where he can absolutely thump in goals, even get hauls, you know. Everton, quite a strong, solid defensive side. Fulham, the same, but he could smash it against Bournemouth. He could even smash it against Fulham. Totally destroy Southampton, which is another reason I consider him as a transferring player, because he plays in the blank game week 29, which is a game week we are all trying to like navigate around with the right players. So guys, that's it for Ndiaye's replacement. So high chance of CUNHA, or let's say Wissa. Wissa's got the good fixture as well, but let's not forget Wissa is also on a 3-game blank where Brentford have lost 2 out of their last 3. And guys, he's not even really that like consistently returning points. And I do not look to bring in another striker that's gonna blank for 2-3 game weeks and then you know, come back after 5 game weeks. But yeah, the features are there for them. I wouldn't say you shouldn't go for Wissa. You can invest in the Brentford attack. Their features are so nice, and they play in the blank game week 29 against Bournemouth. So yeah, pretty decent team. But I think I just gave you guys the best player to invest in for from now moving forward. The best attacker to invest in from now moving forward, I think, is 100% CUNHA. Mateta is also up there. So I have a list of three of them, of three people: Wissa, Mateta, CUNHA, to come in for Ndiaye. So guys, still got brilliant fixture, but he blanks in 29. That's the only reason I'm thinking not to go back and bring him in, because he was in my team and he did pretty decent. 5 game weeks, returning 3-4 times. uh, Brilliant player, I won't deny. So guys, down to what chip I might just be activating this game week. This game week is a game week that I might just be playing my assistant manager chip, and have got this locked on probably on a slot for a start of the double game week. I'll start him for double game week. So now down to FPL team app. I'm on the website right now. Sorry about the ads. I did pay for this, but I don't know why it keeps popping ads on my page. So anyway, I'm gonna take you down. So yep, this is the plan from AI. I love telling you guys what AI say. AI saying in the next couple of weeks I will gain a lot more points if I switch from a Elanga to a Palace midfielder, or it's also saying, looking at the longer horizon in 6 years, I think you can gain more points if you do Murphy to Semenyo. So typically, AI are telling me about getting a Bournemouth midfielder or a Palace midfielder. But in my opinion, I think you can also do it in the attack. Either I get a Bournemouth striker or Brentford striker or a Palace striker. So it all works. It all works. But I do not follow these people. So right now, guys, my head is more wrapped around playing the assistant manager chip. And yeah, I'll just talk through one or two managers that I might want to play this chip on. Like we all know, the assistant manager chip runs for 3 game weeks. So guys, you need to be intentional about what move you're making. And I would really prefer to play the assistant manager chip right now, because it just means it's out of the way. You do not have to think about it. I mean, it's a chip that locks you in for 3 game weeks, and when it's locked in, you cannot play a triple captain, you cannot play a free hit, you cannot do a bench boost. And towards the ending of the season, we do have the tight fixture schedule. You might want to do transfers in, bringing certain players to gain points. I do not want to be using my transfers to be swapping coaches towards the ending of the season. So guys, my plan, my chip strategy will be to play my assistant manager chip now, get out of the way, and look forward to navigating through the ending of the season and playing the other relevant chips that I've got. So right now, like I mentioned, I'm looking to play it on slot for his double game week, so that we do get that extra fixture. Emery is also a good one, the Villa coach. You could play it on him against Ipswich, but then his second game is Liverpool. We do not know if Villa could do something like get a win against Liverpool. But if they do get a win against Liverpool, it is to the advantage of Emery owners in the game, because you would then get loads of points and be averaging above Arne Slot owners. So guys, the plan would be to go for Arne Slot for the Wolves and Villa game, and then this is where it gets interesting. I would be switching coach. I'm making a transfer for my coach, that's the assistant manager, to bring in another manager in the person of, this is quite interesting. A lot of people gonna look at me like you're crazy, man. But guys, I'm just gonna show you guys how to play this assistant manager chip. I'm gonna take the risk and I'll show you how it works. So sorry about that. So my plan is to play the transfer for slots out and bring in Pereira of Wolves. So the Wolverhampton coach in game week 26, he's got Bournemouth and Everton and Fulham next. So go for Pereira just after the Liverpool game. He plays Bournemouth and he plays Fulham. And guys, if we take a look at the table, Fulham and Bournemouth are ranked higher than Wolverhampton right now. I think Wolverhampton are 17th on the table. And guys, if we look at history of those two teams, talking about Wolverhampton playing Bournemouth or playing Fulham. Yes, Fulham are having a good season. Yes, Bournemouth are having a good season, but we all know Wolves are very attacking side, capable of beating Bournemouth, capable of winning Fulham anytime, any day. So guys, I might just be happy to take that risk, play my assistant manager cheap in game week 26 on Pereira of Wolves, just to maximize my assistant manager chip, maximize that extra bonus points. You know, when you play manager 5 places around above each other, you get these bonuses. So I'm looking to, get that going, achieve that. That's what I'm saying. That's why I said I'm looking to show people how to play the assistant manager chip. And then if I'm not going for Pereira of Wolverhampton, another interesting one, people gonna look like, okay, you've totally lost it now. I fancy the Ipswich coach, McKenna. So yep, McKenna has got Tottenham and he's got in 26 and he's got Man United in 27. So let's say I'm moving out of the slots double game week now in 25. I would be looking to do Ipswich coach into my team for his match against Tottenham. I do fancy them. I know the ceiling is quite low. Tottenham are picking themselves up to try, have a good season and finish, fairly decent. But guys, this is a plan for me. I am absolutely looking to do a transfer from Slots to McKenna or to Pereira of Wolves. Yep, I'm targeting the lower ranked managers just so I can, get an aim at the top for the extra bonus points. Hopefully, we can, capitalize on the advantage of using an assistant manager chip. And that being said, if I'm not playing on those two other managers, I might just look it to keep it simple. Keep it on a Thomas Frank against Leicester and maybe even Everton, or could go for. I fancied Fulham coach Silva. I did fancy him, but the only problem I had there was the ranking, the placement of Fulham and Crystal Palace wasn't too far apart because I do need the 5 places difference between the managers just to be able to get the extra points. So that's one reason I'm not playing it on the Fulham or the Crystal Palace coach. I really did fancy the Palace coach against Fulham as well, but they are placed like 3-4 places apart from each other in the league. So that's one reason I stayed away from that, you know. So guys, that's pretty much my plans for this game week. And yep, I might just activate my assistant manager chip on slots and look to move on to an Ipswich coach or Wolverhampton coach just so we can gain that extra point bonus that comes with playing the assistant manager chip. And like I mentioned, I'm playing the assistant manager chip this early because we need to get out of the way just so we can focus on the remainder part of our season and to be able to exactly capitalize on using the other chips that we would have to play. So guys, I think this is it for now. Would be doing a substitution for Ndiaye. High chance I use my transfer on him. But CUNHA has got a really bad fixture against Liverpool. He's the one I fancy. Might be tempted to bring in Wissa who is Mbumo's teammate for their run of games. But Wissa would be a good one for this run of games. But guys, I fancy more CUNHA, and I am happy to even hold on for one more game week just to be able to bring in this guy into my team. He's on penalties, he's a talisman, absolute playmaker. I've owned him earlier in the season where he delivered points back to back. I think around game week 8 to 13 or thereabout, I owned him, and he was a really superb player to have in your team. And those periods, he could have even been your captain. You could look at him, making him your captain for the blank game week 29 against Southampton. He is a wonderful captaincy choice for that game week if you're in doubt who to make captain for that game week. So guys, this is my 2 cents for this double game week. We'll probably drop another video right before the deadline. If not, guys, just come back for the points review video after double game week, maybe the first leg of the double game week 25 next week. So good luck everyone. Don't forget the deadline is Friday at exactly 11 or 10, because that's Friday at 6:30, because the game starts at 8 o'clock. So earlier deadline. I hope everyone is on it and we do make our transfers and make our plans just before that time. So good luck everyone. See you next time. If you enjoyed the presentation, please hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. We'll be doing this till the end of the season. See you guys till next time. Good luck everyone. Take care and hope we stay on the side of the green arrow.